What's up, gang? Alright, so here we are on the new channel, and I know I promised you high definition, but had a little snag. Um, but never fear, it is coming. Um, I just have to get my editing software situated. So I'm trying to use free editing software, and my new laptop it was free, and it still doesn't have the processing power to handle it. So that's what we got right now, but I'm gonna work on that tonight actually. So what we're gonna do is figured I'd put on some copyright free guitar. So thank you, Daniel Law, whoever that is. All right, so as mentioned in the title, where is my RTA? Oh, here it is. So, I wish I had the box for it. I think it's right up here. I'll be right back. So, there's been videos on this already by Mark Todd. I think Grim Green had it. At Mizzou Tripod V2 came as so. This is like all the stuff that's left of it. I got the deluxe, which was from Vaping Art, and I think it was like 170 or something, 160, somewhere in there. And deluxe comes with all the pins and what else did it come with? The MTL chimney and the DL chimney, RDL chimney. So in DL it'll be 2 milliliter, right? Which is just too. That's just not enough juice for me. And being the deluxe, I assumed it came with the extension tank, but it didn't. So I just had to order the extension tank too for another 30. So that was a bummer. And my first impressions of it they weren't that good. Now this is the drip tip from a Millennium RTA. The stock drip tips it comes with 2 drip tips, a MTL and a DL. But the stock one just looks goofy, so I'll put this on there. And from the outside, I mean, it looks basically the same. Now, I don't know if this is just mine, but here's my first impression. So, see the seams? There's pretty big gaps, and it's not like super tight on there, even though it's screwed on. And I don't know, that's kind of a bummer. But it is way more convenient. The mechanisms are much more convenient. Do some juice testing. Now, I always wanted to try Mark Todd. Mark Todd, in a number of his reviews, has showed off these juices, and I just thought they looked cool, and the profiles sounded good. It's such the juice looked cool. I don't know. Labeling, marketing is a powerful thing, you know. So we'll be looking at Nata, and I believe the middle one is called Pistash. And let's see if I can even say this. Nocciola, something like that. This is supposed to be like a hazelnut. This is pistachio, I believe, which I've had this one, and I don't think it tastes like pistachio. And then Nata, I've also tried this too. This is like a custardy type deal. So, this is the only one I haven't tried, the Nocciola one. So that's what we're gonna wick up, and we're gonna do it in the tripod. So the look how easy it is. You don't have to line anything up. It's just, oh, actually, I took the wrong thing apart. This is how you change the pin. You just do it out the bottom. It's not an AFC like the original tripod. So that is something to keep in mind. And I think the top cap is just such a treat. Like just being able to um, pull it right off. I mean, that's great. Now, I'm not going to get it. It reminds me a little of like, it would be like a dwarf or the Steam Tuners RTA where it's your pin that you change. The AFC is, fixed. So this is going to be a little bit of a mess because I'm trying to do too many things at once. Telling you about an RTA and I'm telling you about this juice. So I'll try to keep it at just those two things. Um, in the meantime, where have I been? What's been going on? I told you I'm struggling to get the editing down. Um, but I also have not had that many new products in. I have things on the way, but don't have too many new things to do right now. Um, I wanted to do a more legitimate review of the unknown RBA because I've realized just how much hype it has behind it now. It's made a really good impression on the community, and rightly so, I believe. I would say it's probably the best RBA out. Um, these two are my favorites by far: the unknown and the dope. Um, and some of their features are similar. You know, both being threaded on the base, both being threaded chimneys, both having great flavor and fast wicking. But they're different in that this is more RDL, MTL, and this I feel its strong point is more DL. Um, you know, but you could do whatever you want with it. And it comes with both of them come with all the pins you need. Little features like that matter a lot to me, anyway. But yeah, there's only going to be 600 of them total. So found that out recently, and that's not too many. It's not too many at all. I think the dope. I think there's like 800, or maybe um, includes the titanium ones because now he has TI ones out and real nice colors. They look pretty good. And today was a Hussar drop. It being Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, a lot of sales. There's a lot of stuff popping off. So today was Hussar drop. Had tons of cool stuff. BXR Slims, AMU, a whole variety of colors of the AMU DL, and the STM. And that's what I went for, the STM. I got a titanium one, and I did my own mashup of colors. I didn't get like a toxic one, which Should look unique that way, as long as nobody else picked my color selections. But they were pretty like obscure color selections. I'm gonna change this out because I put a 0.8 in there just for the hell of it. But I don't like vaping like that. That's way too tight for me. I'm more of like a I'm more of like a one. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not even. I'm looking at this talking. I'm more like 1.5 as like my tightest that I'll vape. That's loose MTL for me, and that's what I'll put in there now. Now this you got your main airflow pins like this, right? The T shape, and then on the top is a smaller attachment, and that's how you would get the extra small sizes, like a 0.8 or a 1, but they're hard to get out. It's hard to pull this back out. There we go. So you can see I had to pull it out of there. Ooh, don't want to lose it. Yeah, 0.8, just not happening. Oh, my fault. That wasn't a 0.8. I had the one I wanted in there. It was 1.8, not a 0.8. All right. That was a big waste of time. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yikes. Been a little while since I've done this. So. Yeah, I just had to do something because I've really, with this whole thing with my channel getting deleted, and it's going to get deleted again, the old one. So I should get rid of it now because people are still subscribing to that rather than this. And I'm just like, oh shit, what am I going to do? Just the other day, I re uploaded all my old videos onto this channel, if you haven't noticed. So that was another thing I had been meaning to take care of. So luckily that's out of the way. But all my views, well, the views that I had anyway, um, I'm unable to transfer that over in any way. So I lost that part. So what can you do? All right. So moving right along. Oh, I could tell you about the juices that I did try. Sorry about that. Um, let's start with Nata, the original Nata. So I got these juices the same place that Mark Todd talks about getting them. Might be the only place to get them. I don't know. Um, it was a site called Hazetown, and it's in Canada. These juices are from Canada, Ontario, and apparently Nata was his favorite juice for a long time. So I'm just curious. I like to try all different juices from that different people prefer. See what other people like. And I always wanted to get around to trying that juice that Mark Todd always used. So it was pretty expensive. It was like $30. All of them were 30 a piece. So not cheap by any means. Um, Now I went in with an open mind. I did not know what to expect. Sometimes when you order juice online, it's not steeped enough. Sometimes it's old and tastes like pepper if the nick was exposed to the sunlight or got too hot. Luckily, these bottles are opaque. opaque so the sunlight can't get to it, so that's good. Um, and just by smell alone, none of them smell really good. Not in my opinion. I'm used to sweeter commercial juices, and this is not that. This is, um, you know, but people either like sweet juices or don't usually. Um, uh, yeah, I'm sure it's healthier and gunks up your coils less because there's less sweetener, but they usually end up coming off bland in my experience. So it's a give and take. But I'm trying to expand my palate a bit. I've been getting a lot of juice recently. Most of it's still on the way, but I've been ordering from a lot of different places to get juice because products, I'm still always going to buy gear. It's just, it's hard. It's getting harder to find more unique things, and I have plenty as is. So I just wanted to try different stuff. Juice is important, and I would get more. I would try more, but if you get a product and you don't like it, you can sell it. If you get juice and you don't like it, the odds are you're stuck with it and you're not going to use it. So it's a big waste of money. $20 a bottle on average. I mean, that's a big loss to take. So, alrighty, got a little haircut going on. All right, here it is so far. That's a round wire in there. Um, in fact, I don't even know what gauge it is. 26. Actually, it might even be 31 or 29. I mean, stainless steel. I think that's what it is. All over the place. Um, anyhow, the reason I see I don't usually use MTL these days, but the tripod is very versatile. It can do either MTL or DL, either one very good. So I'm fine with that until I get my extension tank in the mail. And then when I have the extension tank, I'll be able to, I'll run it more wide open. That way, you know, MTL, you consume less juice because there's less air, less vapor. So it's all good. I just can't believe an RTA that's technically made in China, though designed in Greece, that costs 180, called the Deluxe, and it doesn't come with an extension tank. I'm sorry, but don't want to seem like a downer, but I think that's lame, you know. So here we are, Nocciola. Nocciola. I think all this stuff is French. I'm not sure. Because Ontario, French. There's a lot of French writing on it, I think. Yeah. Fatou con amour. Made with love. I think that's what that means. Now, amour. Um, there's so many similarities with Spanish and French. So sometimes you can mix that stuff up. Certain words, anyway. I know a little bit of both. So we are gonna try the Nocciola, and that is like a hazelnut, from what I understand. A couple other things I'm gonna do in the future is I'm gonna do comparative videos. I think I've mentioned this before. You know, top 10 mods, top 5 mods, top 3, well, maybe not 3. Oh, I'm gonna stab myself. So same with RBAs, top 10 RBAs, top 5 RBAs. I did cut myself a little. That should be interesting, you know. Um, because it's getting to be there's so much out there. For the longest time, there was like 10 to 30 RBAs out there. Now it's like used to be able to count. Let's put it that way. You cannot count anymore. It's just there's too much out there. And now that China's making them, it's just an infinite surplus of stuff. I'll have a clone KBR coming in the mail soon. That should be interesting. Why did I buy a clone? Well, I am seeing them much cheaper now, the authentic ones. If I knew they were going to get that cheap that quickly, I may have sought the authentic, but I genuinely don't even like the KBRS, so spending 80 for the clone was pretty much the only thing I was willing to do, just to see what the fuss is about, and if there's slim chance that I would like it, because aesthetically it doesn't look special to me. It does not look like it would be worth the $1,200 to $1,400 price tag it once had. Even 700 or 800 is just insanity to me. So don't see what would be so appealing about it, but rarity is a very driving force in this community, in this market. All right, so I dig the background music actually. I thought it might have been lame, but you know what it all sounds like? It sounds like Interpol. The band Interpol. Doesn't it sound exactly like an Interpol song? It's not a bad thing, but it smells okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you what this profile tasted like. The Nata. Okay, I could tell you exactly what it tastes like. Not exactly, but I'm not gonna say it's like a ripoff, but it really reminded me. God damn it. Here. It reminded me of this. Can Only Be One by Casadega. Really reminded me of that. Now this is the regular one, but it had like a graham pastry, almost dry vanilla type taste, which is fine. It's a good juice. I love Cannoli Bee one. I love Cannoli Bee cookie. I love Cannoli Bee nuts, pistachio one. Love these juices. Here's the graham. Um, the graham one's decent. This is a 0 milligram. I feel like it just didn't come out as good. I can hear one of my dogs barking outside. Sorry. But yeah, it reminded me of that. And it says it's a 70-30 juice, but to me it doesn't vape like that. It has a little bit more I don't want to call it watery. It seems like it has more PG in it than it says. Um, Here's the first juice I ever had in my life. Hades. Roasted coffee by Cyclops Vapor or Cyclops Vape. Oh, no, Vapor. Okay. This is the first juice I ever had in my Drag Mini V2, which was my first mod. I got this at a vape shop, Delmar Vapor, and loved this stuff. It was great. Eventually, I got a little sick of it because it's like a 65 um, VG, or it might be a 60 VG. So it's a little more, you know, I have a slight PG allergy, is what it is. It gets me a little short of breathing, but PG, can really capture flavor better from what I'm uh, learned about. So it reminded me of this a little bit in that it seems like it's got more PG in it. Like I can taste the PG. If that makes sense. So it reminded me a little bit of Casadega and a little bit of this Hades. I don't know if they make this anymore. I'd love to find more of it. So I might give that a try again. I know that gunks up your coils pretty quick. It's very dark. Coffee flavors are hard to come by, like good ones. Not too many. Like this is my favorite coffee flavor, tobacco chino. It's a little more ROI4 than anything, but all right, I digress. So, and then so it's a good impression. I like Nata. I do like it. I don't know if it's worth the price. I'd rather probably just get can only be one, but then I had this one, Pistash. Not very good. It's just me. I mean, I have that in here. I have that in the Noct. Um, with the Psych RBA. And from what I know, it's supposed to be like a pistachio, and I've been really liking pistachio recently. My favorite juice now is this Pistachio Delight by Baked, Grim Green, and Homeboy OC. That's my favorite juice. I never thought I'd like a pistachio juice, but and then I got this Can Only Be Nuts Pistachio. Love it. Also have this one Charlie Noble Pistachio RY4. Not bad. But this is weird. It's not bad. It's like accurate for whatever it is, but it's weird and it's not sweet or like enjoyable. It's like feels like I'm vaping a vegetable. It tastes like squash. It tastes more like butternut squash or something, or like a zucchini, or I don't know. It doesn't taste like pistachio. It does taste like pistachio. It tastes like a real like pistachio with squash or something. And let's give it a go real quick. Yeah, weird, very weird. Um, that also feels like it has more PG in it. Am I skipping? Anyhow, we're almost at a half hour, so um, bear with me. This won't be much longer. So, all right, I cleaned everything up, I believe. And pre-wicked this, or juiced it, or whatever. Gotta find where this. Still not that used to this yet. It's pretty new for me. Okay, perfect. So it's very convenient. The new tripod is much more convenient. It just feels a little cheaper. It feels a little more thin, the metal. Now, some people might think that's a good thing, and that'll be a little lighter, but it's like it makes it feel like less durable than anything. It's not like a good lighter. It's like it feels like a cheap lighter feeling. So I don't know if they got somebody different to make it or what's going on, but that's how I feel about it. The old one was like thicker metal, stronger metal. That's my other con. So like it doesn't fit super tight and it's just feels like a cheap metal. Those are my cons. And watch this. This is my other con. So look at the seam. It seems like pretty wide seam, right? Oh, the juice flow control is simple. It locks off. Oh wait, I'm turning the wrong thing. And that's still closed. Okay, see it open. Yeah. So yeah, juice flow's got hard stops. It's very convenient. Or yeah, juice flow control. And so watch this. See the seam at the bottom where the deck connects? See that? I can lift it up. Now it's not real noticeable, but it's not like that's what bothered me about the J3S V2 is that it's just held on by O-rings, and sometimes that works fine. Like the original J3S, you didn't really notice it locked in really good, but the J3S V2 is like heavier, and I feel like it could get a little bit crooked, a little bit more wobbly. Or maybe it was just mine, but that's why I wanted this. It like locked in and everything. Just thought it'd be more appealing, but I just don't like that it can move around a little bit. So then I was worried that it wasn't going to be airtight and it was going to flood on me or something, but it's held up fine. So here we go. Uh, I have this at a 0.98, which is really high for me. Um, zero point 0.8 is really high for me. So yeah, it's 16 watts. I dig it. I do. And this one's also a little dry, but in a good way. It tastes very clean. It's not overbearing. It's not. It's definitely all day vape material, and still a strong flavor though. Good flavor. You know what I mean? Um, but still on par with that. Like can only be one type thing. I wonder where the can only be one's made. Chicago, Illinois. Not that far from Ontario, right? I mean, I'm sure that's just like a very vague coincidence. But yeah. Anyhow, what else? What could I compare this to? Um, so it's like I said, hazelnut chocolate type thing. This is a stretch, but this Prohibition Highlander, Black Market. This is the chocolate cookie pudding. This is a little overbearing to me. Chocolate's hard to do without it being like too in your face, like or like chalky or whatever. Here's another thing I could vaguely compare it to. This is also much sweeter. Them Thangs, Sweet Thang, also a prohibition juice. Oop. Last thing I could stretch a comparison to is 5150 Crooks Alter Ego. This is chocolate um, cookies and cream Oreo type vibe. Whereas Sweet Thang is more the hazelnut cupcake deal. So, like I said, this stuff is much cleaner and less sweetener. So it's like I said, it's less sweetener. In my perspective, comes off more bland, but it's not. It's just playing by the rules. You know what I mean? Doing it the way you should probably do it without the sweetener. So all the juices I've ate with sweetener probably giving me some rare cancer for all I know. So anyhow, I used to think a drip tip for MTL was more like styling, but it's crucial. Like if you don't have the right drip tip and you're vaping MTL, like will not work out right. Like I was using this the other day, my Blanca, and I have this Jesus, I almost dropped that whole thing. I have the spade in there with maybe like a 1.5 pin or whatever it is. And I had a never normal whistle tip on here, and it was just not working right. Like it just, I couldn't get a good draw, and I realized I needed an MTL drip tip. I mean, a lot taller, narrow bore makes a huge difference. This is a dwarf MTL drip tip I just threw on there. Speaking of the Delro, I've been seeing about the new ones. I'm still like on the fence if I like the new one. I like it, like the shape. I just wish it was all Delrin. But I've been seeing with the original Delros, Chris Smitty from Defy. He's been doing cutout windows in here, so you can see right through if you had a clear panel on both sides. But and I think he's only charging like $100 for it or something like that, which is really cool. And he does it with like a little bevel ledge. It looks like it was originally made like that. It looks very clean. So um, I thought that was cool. Little detail about what you could do with a Delro now. That because there's dual windows. Seeing right through to your tank. It's become very popular now, and for good reason because it looks cool. Um, like this is an all clear acrylic. You could potentially see all the way through this with my clear panel and a clear Boro, but now they're doing straight up cutouts like how the Borat has it and the Astro, you know. So, all right, we're almost at 40 minutes. I told you about the juices. I can't knock this. It does vape really good. The tripod. I just feel like it just feels a little slightly more like cheapy. That's it. Otherwise, it's great. I think it vapes great. I'm looking forward to using it in RDL and DL when I get the extension tank. And like right now, I have the MTL chimney in here, chamber, whatever. Um, and it can open up to 4.5, and then you could take the whole pin out and actually use it as 5 um, inner diameter airflow. So that's really cool. So if I had to rate them, um, the Pistash way down. I'm not even putting that on the list. I'll never use that again, probably. So it's a shame because it's expensive. And I was hoping for the best because I've been liking pistachio, but it should be called butternut squash. Between Nata and this, I don't know. It's going to be close. I have to use them both a little bit more to really decide, but they're both kind of similar and they're both pretty good. I think. Am I going to run out and get them again? I don't know. Like I said, I got a lot of juices on the way, and I got juices I really like right now. So, but I'll definitely continue using it, finish it. Tell you that. Yeah, so pretty good. They got other ones too. There's like a raspberry Nata. I think there's a couple other ones, but I'm picky with like fruits and stuff. So I like more vanilla based things and RY4 butterscotch stuff like that. Cookies and cream, dessert, bakery, yada yada yada. So that's 40 minutes, and you've been watching Vlogish with myself, Tone Ohm. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And please like and subscribe. I'm still getting subscriptions to my old channel. So when that whole thing happened to me, it was 130 subscriptions or 135. Now I have 140 as of today. So people are subscribing, which is good, but they're subscribing to the wrong channel. So this is the channel, the new one. Um, so hopefully, I guess I may have to take down the old channel completely if Temple and YouTube don't do it before I do. It's coming soon, so. But yeah, this is what I'll be uploading everything to, this channel. Take care. Have a good weekend. Happy Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all that good stuff. So, all right. I'll see you. This is Tono. Goodbye.